his vision and how it is so important to keep it well and healthy. Tonight in NRI Guest, we are really privileged and honored to introduce such a personality from India who came here to talk to all of us of his vision and his thinking for mankind. My friends and my followers, let's welcome Dr. Chariwala. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Right next to me is Dr. Rohan Chariwala. After Dr. Chariwala, it's our own, the fantastic person who is serving the community with Bhatt Foundation. He's the founder and CEO, Mr. Hitesh Bhatt. And also we cannot forget the person who is involved also something humanitarian, who is working with the logic of Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna. Let's welcome Mahesh Lad. Namaskar, everyone.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are really excited in the show, Rohan, that you have such a fantastic vision towards mankind. And I would like to request that to you, that please let our viewers know that what you are thinking and how it is going to be possible.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Rohan Chariwala, and actually I hail from the humble background, and based on the teachings of Gandhiji and Swami Vivekananda to serve the humanity, we had noble idea that we should do something for the society. Most of the doctors, they, based on the teaching of Gandhiji and Swami Vivekananda, the thought came that we should do something for our needy countrymen. And being a doctor, we have the technical expertise in serving humanity directly. I hail from the humble background, and knowing the problems faced by the common people, we decided to come up with an NGO, that is not for profit organization, Subham Nitra Seva Trust, to serve the areas where the facilities have not reached yet. That is the areas bordering Gujarat and Maharashtra, the forest of Dangs and Nasik districts of Maharashtra state. WHO, World Health Organization, has a motto to eliminate blindness from the world map. And our organization also works with the aim to eliminate blindness from the rural, tribal settings of India. We are committed to provide eye care services which is comprehensive, where we will provide the services of cataracts, retina, glaucoma, cornea, pediatric eye services, ocular plastic surgeries, squint surgeries, as well as rehabilitation of the irreversibly blind people and people with low vision. We will provide these services with good quality and with compassion.
So Rohan, it's really good to know that the things you are thinking to put forward, because these days it's very hard to find that people are really thinking about the mankind and how to give them or make them feel better and put that smile in their face. And when I'm talking about putting smiles in their face, I'm thinking about the Bhatt Foundation, who are really working hard to make this happen. And I really want to ask Hitesh about this, that how he is actually in this project with Rohan. So Hitesh, how you really got involved, or I can say that energized by this young Rohan's vision?
Absolutely. Isn't it amazing?
Absolutely.
I mean, this gentleman doing
Yes,
in India.
yes.
I mean, we were so lucky and fortunate that Dr. Amita Patel reached out to us a couple of weeks ago and said, Hitesh, where are you these days? Where are you traveling? Are you home? So I told him that, yes, I'm going to be home this week. And she wanted to have a surprise for me. She has a broken ankle, I believe, but she walked with cane to my office in Foundation Building and came with Dr. Owen. And then, what an amazing project they're doing. That touched my heart. And I was like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I'm with you on this all the way up until this project is completed. This is fascinating for me that back home, all the people are getting the services. And he's a very humble gentleman, graduated with optometry and surgicals and DO programs. And so I notify all my board members in India about Foundation. I said, like, anything they need, please, let's make it happen, you know. And then my next visit to India, and I'm going to ask CM office anything they can help us to elevate this project in a speed way. That would be greatly appreciated. What a mankind project, what you just said it. It has to be done, you know. And we don't have time for this. It has to get done right away. And we are honored, actually, that they reach out to Bhatt Foundation, and we will hold their hand until the project is complete.
So Hitesh, we can only say one thing, that when Bhatt Foundation is putting their 1 foot in, I can imagine that how big this is going to happen, what you guys are going to do together. But more of that, I really want to ask Dr. Chariwala right here, that what type of surgery or what type of service he has in his mind that he wants to offer with this project.
Well, we want to provide comprehensive eye care services. When I say comprehensive eye care, it includes not only cataracts, but also retina, glaucoma, cornea, pediatric eye care services, oculoplastic services means ocular plastic surgery, and also the squint surgeries as well as rehabilitation of the irreversible blind people that is most of the time ignored in the provision of the eye care services. So ours is a unique point. Our USP is comprehensive eye care with quality and with compassion.
So in this program, whoever will be coming to visit you or see you, what they are going to face, because nowadays we know that how hard it is to even see a doctor, to even get a right treatment. And for that only, a lot of people losing eyesight because we are scared to go to the doctors, and sometimes we are thinking that this is not in my budget. So we are sacrificing a lot, our well-being, just because of we don't have that economical support. So how you are going to manage that part?
As a public health consultant and working and having worked for almost a decade with the community, we realized there are so many problems faced by the community. And having public health background and research background, we could do barrier studies, and we realized that there are so many problems which are hidden also, and we just could not think of that may be the problem. We always thought that financing and financial part is a problem, but no one is accompanying the patient to the hospital. That is also one of the barrier. Second barrier is the tribal rural people, they live very long from the base hospital or town. So transportation is a problem. Other social problems are always there. So these are the barriers, and we wanted to overcome those barriers. So our hospital will focus on all those barriers and will help people get out of it and get their vision back. As we are committed to restore their eyesight, we could help them in that way.
Hitesh, what do you think? Because he just spoke about like the distance, like that how far it is, and I understand the rural part of India, it's still very, very hard to even walk on, and also sometimes they are walking maybe 2-3 kilometers to come to see the doctors, and maybe some of them are child, some of them are elderly person. So how do you think that you can help, like, to make those people to come close to the doctors? Or maybe another thing also like coming in my mind, that those people, they don't have a lot of knowledge also that yes, it can be prevented, it can be stopped. It
Right.
can be you can restructure a whole life. So what is your view about that, to let them, I can say that more about awareness about that how they can keep a healthy eyesight, and the awareness of the blindness, that what are the symptoms that they can look for and what are the things. So how the Bhatt Foundation is coming into that, because I'd love to say that.
Absolutely, Ragini.
Yeah.
And you know how we are, right?
Yeah.
We innovate, we
Yeah.
create
Yes,
something.
yes,
so,
yes.
so using AI, using
Yeah.
telehealth,
Mhm.
using technology.
Mhm.
I mean, technology inevitable. We have to have technology now.
Yes.
So I sat down with the doc and I said, look, doc, let's do its modernization. Let's put everything in cloud.
Mhm.
Let's use GCP, AWS. Cloud is everywhere now, you know, and it's so affordable that we
Right.
have. India has one of the best, amazing the cellular network services
Right.
than even other countries. You know, in some of those places in our country, lack of signals.
Mhm.
You know, we don't get the bandwidth. 5G is around the corner. We
Mhm.
launched 5G at the Rush University in Chicago. We were the
Mhm.
first hospital to do so. So my vision is that once I have the more little in-depth the backgrounds of what their vision is, we want to bring telehealth. We want to bring technology. We want to bring how can we do remote access for the patients.
Yeah.
Some sort of down the road, maybe if there's an app access, the doc can send out the newsletters or some sort of like alert systems, because everyone has a smartphone now these days in India. So he can communicate every patient, he can communicate through the via emails or some sort of, that something needs to be, you know, he has to come up with a plan. How can we effective way to get the maximum ROI to that investment? And that's where my role will be. And they asked me humbly to sit on their technology innovation center. And I was like, let's do this. Let's bring Microsoft in. Let's bring Cisco's in. Let's bring telehealth folks in. Maybe we can bring GCP, Google folks, you know, and the technology is abundant in India. I
Yeah.
mean, we're so blessed
Yeah.
that we are the technology centric, centric centers.
Yeah.
Particular, and he's right in a location that Maharashtra is right there, and Gujarat is right next to it. So it's all around the corner. It's right in centric, accessible to easy way. And this project is touched really my heart. And I was like, you know what, this is it. Let's make it happen. So mostly my focus will be technology.
So Maheshji is right here, and as I told you earlier, that he works on the humanitarian ground, and we would love to hear from you that what is your vision in it, because you just told me before even the interview, we were just chatting ourselves just to know ourselves better,
Yeah.
but he was just explaining himself that Ragini, I'm really happy that I have joined this. So
Yeah.
what was your thinking when you heard about it, and what you really thought about it?
Well, I didn't heard about it because
Okay.
I am in that region
Yeah.
over 10 years now. I know Dr. Rohan since over 5 years now, and we just met accidentally, and he had a thought that since he's an eye specialist, he wanted to start a hospital for the tribal people. I said, well, we are into that. As he mentioned, Hitesh Bhai, that my sister, Dr. Amita Patel, and my brother-in-law, Narendra Patel, they are also deeply involved, and they are also interested to help those poor people in India. And just clicked, and he said, okay, why don't you, he also knows that tribal zone. It's in the South Gujarat, and the Taluka Vansda, Navsari district, and the village is Sitapur. And we have got a center, Swami Ramakrishna Paramhans, Samvedna Trust over there. And he's over more than 10 years, a friend of mine, Nikunj Bhai Desai, is running that. He's a common friend. And he said, well, why don't we start with that? So he said, let's start with monthly camps,
Yep.
eye camps. So over 2 years now, every third Sunday of every month, there is an eye camp. And he works for the hospital near Bardoli. Yeah, and it's a Manvi. It's also a charitable trust, and they do all free operations. So at Sitapur, Nikunj Bhai and his team, they gather all the people. They tell them that will be an eye camp, and his team will come from Mandvi, and they will inspect the patients, and whoever needs a cataract operation, there is a bus that comes from Mandvi, and the bus will take the patients to the hospital. Next day he will operate them, and they're sent back home They will be kept free transportation, free lodging, boarding, and they go back home happily with the vision. And so that's our motto is vision first, and definitely it's working very good. The local people there, so, and one Bhakta family, they donated land also. So now, we are totally energized now. They say, okay, why don't we start the construction? So once we get, good fundings, now we have got the Hitesh Bhatt also, so, probably we'll start the construction soon.
Yeah.
And we are getting overwhelming response from here. We went to Boston, New Jersey, and of course it's a short stay, but we did a wonderful job. I mean, everybody is helping us, and everybody wants to do something for India. So that's the principle of everybody helping, and we are part of that.
I want to say something in this, because right now with this whole internet thing happening, and we all believe that earth is not round anymore, I will ask all of you that please don't use your inner thinking to reach out if you have any type of trouble visionary. I can say that, because sometime you can go to the Dr. Google or Dr. YouTube or somebody is saying this, that. Don't listen. You have to trust someone who is really working for somebody's wellness, everybody's wellness. And that is why we are talking about this fantastic hospital that Rohan wants to build. We understand that he is working for mostly the rural part of India, mostly for the tribals. This whole project is to give life, is to give vision to them who really need it. But you can also join, and you can be a part of that. You don't have to worry about if it is or who is this project for. I do believe that Rohan can say more, and I will ask this question to him as well, Rohan, that I do hope that everybody is welcome in your community, isn't it?
Yeah. We want to make that eye hospital to be the training and research center, but the center point would be the needy Indians who want eye care services. We will never discriminate people on the basis of caste, color, creed, community, and their capacity to pay. If someone doesn't have money, we'll give the eye care services free of cost. If someone has some money, we'll provide them in a subsidized way, and whoever can fully pay, we can also accommodate them. So it is kind of WHO's agenda, health for all. We want our hospital to provide eye care for all. That is the motto we are working on.
I can tell you one story quick that I heard from him as well. That is one patient from UK, and she is only 23-year-old, and she went to visit him in India, and already her one step of surgery is done, and she is going back for the second time.
Yeah.
As you, yes, all right. So you can see that a good doctor always put or give their best for their loved ones, and their loved ones is us. Us means who are going through the tragedy of their life. Maybe somebody is losing vision, or maybe some kind of eye treatment you need, and you are really eager to know the right steps and the right person. Always remember one thing, that there will be a lot of people out there who will try to guide you, maybe not to guide you properly. They can take you in a different route for their own benefit, but always believe in yourself to choose someone, the right one for you. And that is the reason that I love to talk about this project, and I'm really happy that it's our honor and privilege to talk to Dr. Chariwala for the first time ever in USA through Mana TV International. And thank you, Hitesh, for a fantastic opportunity giving to us by Bhatt Foundation, that we met these people, and we met Mahesh ji as well. And I do believe that our viewers, our followers, who you ever know in Maharashtra, in Gujarat, in whole India, you guys all know that you can even spend $1 a day to help to build this thing. And I do believe that we just buy snack, some gums for $1. So save that. I mean, like, keep it aside, and you can even give your kids this project to put a smile on somebody's face. And I do believe that they will love to hear it from you. They will love to share their story, their journey, that how they help one person. And so, Rohan, I do believe that you should now say a few words to our viewers that how you want them to hold your hand.
I'm thankful to Mana TV International for having us here in your studio. Also big thanks to CEO of Mana TV International, Mr. Sridhar Chilara. I'm also grateful to Mr. Hitesh Bhatt of Bhatt Foundation to holding our hands, and I hope our association in collaboration and networking will last forever. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks viewers for watching, and please bless him and grace him by donating whatever you can and whatever you think is right for all of them. So thanks again, and I hope to see you again with somebody like him who is showing the entire mankind how to live a life with the proper vision. Namaste.
Thank you.